Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisha binti Salmi. Today, our group is going to have a client counseling session, which I play the role as a senior counsel. Before we get started into the role play season, let me introduce each member and their role. So this is Nur Fatinadia binti Ahmad Ali as a junior counsel. Next to Fatin is Kadatul Najita binti Arsad as junior counsel 2. Next, we have Vilasini Muganadin as receptionist and junior counsel 3. And last but not least, we have Ahmad Azim bin Azmin as Mr. Ravi. The fact of case. Mr. Ravi entered into an agency contract with Razak to get buyer for his bungalow in Sungai Petani for RM 700,000. Unknown to Mr. Ravi, Razak will also receive a personal commission of RM 15,000 from the buyer of the bungalow if he managed to persuade Mr. Ravi to reduce the price of the bungalow for RM 615,000. After a few months, Mr. Ravi found out about the personal commission obtained by Razak. Role play started.
Hello, this is Law Office of NZ & Co.
Hi, yes, thank you for calling our law office of NZ & Co. My name is Vilashini Shanmuganathan. May I know your name first and how can I help you?
Okay, so my name is Mr. Ravi. So I need an advice from your company about legal matters.
Great, Mr. Ravi. I understand that you have some questions about a legal matter. It sounds like you have called the right place. We work here by a consultation which is scheduled for 1 hour to give your case the time that is deserved. In that hour, you can explain your situation to the lawyer and she will talk to you about the next steps in your case as well as the cost. I will be happy to schedule a consultation for you, Mr. Ravi.
Sure, I totally agree, and I have no problem with the price.
Perfect. I have scheduled you for the date and time which 6 May at 2 p.m. I can also send you an email of the text message to confirm the consultation along with the address and phone number.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. We look forward to seeing you soon.
All right.
The day of consultation. Welcome and good morning, Mr. Ravi. How are you feeling today?
Oh, good morning. I'm fine and thank you.
Before we start, I would like to introduce our lawyer firm. So, my name is Kaidatun Najida binti Arsad as Junior Counsel 2. We have Aisha Amy binti Suhaimi as Senior Counsel. This is Nur Fatinadia binti Ahmad Ali as Mr. Razak. This is Nur Fatinadia binti Ahmad Ali as Junior Counsel 1. Next, we have Vilasini daughter of Samuganathan as Junior Counsel 3.
Okay, glad to see you. My name is Mr. Ravi, and thank you for attending me.
So, Mr. Ravi, this is your first time of dealing with any law firm?
Yes, I am.
May you tell us the story why we need to advise you on this matter?
Okay, Raza and I entered into an agency contract. Then I asked him to get buyer for my bungalow in Sungai Petani for RM 700,000 ringgit. Without my knowledge, Mr. Razak received a personal commission of RM 15,000 ringgit from the buyer of the bungalow. If Mr. Razak managed to persuade me to reduce the price of the bungalow for RM 650,000 ringgit, after a few months later, I found out about the personal commission obtained between Mr. Razak and the buyer.
Okay, Mr. Ravi, you asked Mr. Razak to find a buyer for this bungalow with amount of 700,000, right?
Yes, but as I mentioned before, I am not aware by the personal commission between Mr. Razak and the buyer.
Before we continue to a deep discussion about this matter, can I know what is the legal agreement between you and Mr. Razak?
Okay. In the agreement that we both agree, it stated that we are not allowed to have another personal commission with third parties. So this is why I need advice from your law firm.
Okay, now I got what happening now. Next, how did you know Mr. Razak has agreement with another party?
With the God's will, I bumped into the buyer where we had a little conversation about the progress of the bungalow and lead into the process of the buying. With excitement, the buyer mentioned the price that he can negotiate it with Mr. Razak, which without my knowledge, there is hidden commission that Mr. Razak received.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Ravi. We will get back to you after we decide whether you can suit Mr. Razak or not.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, now, so can someone explain in short what is happening between Mr. Ravi and Mr. Razak?
From my point of view, Mr. Razak had done illegal agreement between him and the buyer, which was not supposed to be happen. He's supposed to make the decision with the consent of Mr. Ravi. This case related to under Section 168, Contract Act 1950, right of principal when agent make deal without principal's consent.
Oh, it's related to the case of Andrew Viramsek and Company.
So, what is the issue of Andrew versus Ramsamy and Company case about?
The case is about plaintiff instructed the defendant estate agent to sell his property. The defendant found a buyer. It transpired that the defendant had dealings with the buyer before, and the buyer had paid the defendant commission for the transaction with the plaintiff. The plaintiff sought to recover both the secret commission and the commission he had paid. The defendant paid the secret commission into court, but claimed the right to keep the commission on sale, same as in Mr. Ravi's case. Mr. Ravi paid 700,000, but Mr. Ravi don't know whether Mr. Razak will also receive a personal commission of 15,000 from the buyer of the bungalow. If he managed to persuade Mr. Ravi to reduce the price of the bungalow for 650,000.
What's about the fact of the case?
So, the fact of the case is that the plaintiff asked the defendant estate agent to find purchaser for his property at a price of £2,500. And if one such was found, an agent's fee will be £50. A purchaser of Clutterbuck at £2,100 was found. He paid the agent £100 by way of deposit. The agent paid the principal £50 and with the principal's consent retains £50 as their commission. But in then transpired that the agents had a side deal with Clutterbuck, whereby he paid them £20 in the first action. The principal claimed and recovered the £20 as a secret profit made by the agent in breach his duty of good faith. In the second action, the principal claimed the return of the £50. As per in Mr. Ravi's case, Mr. Ravi has paid RM 700,000. But Mr. Ravi do know that Mr. Raza will also get a fee for RM 15,000. So Mr. Raza get RM 15,000 secret commission without his fee included.
Whoa, and so what was the judgment for case Andrew V. Ramsey and Company? Okay, so what was the judgment for case Andrew V. Ramsey and Company?
The judgment for case Andrew V. Ramasamy and Company was by Lord Chief Justice Elveston. He said that principal is entitled to have an honest agent, and it's only the honest agent who is entitled to any commission. In his opinion, if an agent directly or indirectly colludes with the other side and so acts in opposite to the interest of his principal, he is not entitled to any commission. Lastly, commission was forfeited.
Okay, so our discussion and one more thing, Bila. Don't forget to inform Mr. Ravi.
Okay, sure. Toot toot. Hello, is this Mr. Ravi speaking?
Hello. Yes, I am.
Can we meet at our office tomorrow at 10 in the morning?
Yeah, sure. See you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Ravi. Please come in.
Sure. Thank you.
So, we have discussed about your case and we have the conclusion.
So, Mr. Ravi, based on the cases where Raza as the agent received secret personal commission from the buyer, you can sue him under section 168, right of principal. When agent make a deal without principal consent, the principal may repudiate the contract, particularly if he feels that it is disadvantageous to him.
Oh, I see. So is there a way that I can use to sue him?
Principal need to show either any material facts has been dishonestly hidden from him by the agent, or that the dealings of the agent have bring unfavorable condition to him. Don't worry, Mr. Ravi, we will help you to find all the material facts.
Okay, I see. So thank you for your advice.
All right, thank you for your trusting our law firm to advise you in this case.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again.
So the end. So the conclusion, in conclusion, it is submitted that Mr. Ravi is entitled to recover the commission paid to Mr. Raza and the secret commission received by Mr. Raza. This is the most often refers to case in the customary law of agreement, especially where one-sided agreements are concerned. It gives an outstanding investigation of the fundamental standards of agreement and how they connect with each day life. Fundamental components of agreement including offer and acknowledgement, consideration, intention to make legal relations, and so on. We reference for this situation. This case shapes the establishment for contract law. That's all from us. Thank you.